Hey guys, it's Evan. It's late summer 2024. Summer's almost gone here in Maine, and I'm kind of sad about it. But I pulled out this little Dumerol's bow. She's about, I guess, almost 2 years old, and I'm going to say she's like 2.5 to 3 feet long. Produced by PJC Reptiles of Maine, high quality breeders and personal friends. But anyways, today's video is about my opinion on feeding extra large mice versus feeding wiener rats, and that's something that I see asked a lot, especially with like true red tails and things. And my opinion on which one's better, extra large mice or jumbo mice versus wiener rats, is it doesn't matter. I think people have a lot of questions about these things, primarily because they're almost they're the same size range. So an animal that could take a jumbo mouse could take a wiener rat, and I don't think it matters at all. I think that, in other words, if you got 10 animals and you fed half of them one way and fed the other half the other way, they'd all be about the same. They'd all be doing well. Anybody that tells you that one is better than the other, I'd say, what do you mean by best? And they're probably going to say, and because I think one of the big things we overlook here is that when we're talking about what's better or best, we don't even define best. Usually with best in animal feeds, especially in like agriculture, is defined by fast growth, but that kind of goes in the face of slow growing your boas, which I don't always subscribe to either. So my definition of best is what's going to get you a long-term healthy animal that grows at a reasonable rate. And best also means that you can get it readily, and you can get it readily and your animal will take it. So to that end, wiener rats or jumbo mice, either one is going to be fine. They're the same difference. You're going to end up with a very similar animal no matter what you do. What I do personally is I feed extra large mice through I feed all my animals from through extra large mice, and then I go right to small rats. I never stock wiener rats. That's just for simplicity's sake, and there's also some cost savings in that. And I'd also like to make the point that those aren't the only two things that you can be feeding. I find it very dubious that one of these two items is going to be empirically the best for all of them. You can feed them day-old chicks when they're about that size. You can feed them quail when they're about that size. Poultry tends to be a little more ball-shaped, so you either want to wait till your snake's a little bigger before you start offering it, or offer relatively smaller poultry. You can also double feed. I'm not saying give them 2 extra large mice, but maybe give them 2 medium mice that equal the sum of a weaned rat or a jumbo. So it kind of just has to exist in reality and what's practical and what you have in your freezer at any given moment. And for me, that is mice from fuzzy size through extra large, and then I start stocking rats from small through larger jumbo, and then I get into bigger prey items from there. But so that's just my take on it. It doesn't matter. XL mice versus jumbo or wiener rats, it don't matter. Anybody that tells you it does, I say, why do you think that? And when they say, well, that's just best, I would say define best. I don't think that they will be able to in a logical way. Take care. Bye-bye.